So Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has confirmed that he was suspended, he has been sidelined and excluded from the EFF. It was not by choice. Everything that I've speculated here has just been confirmed by Dr. Ndlozi himself.
Well, I couldn't attend the conference of the EFF, the NPA, because over a dispute over my suspension. I was suspended about 6 weeks before the conference, and the suspension was unconventional in that it didn't rely on the code of conduct of the EFF summoned by its constitution. I never planned to join the MKP. I still don't. I never worked with anybody in the MKP in relation to some conspiracy about my departure. And I think that whatever information they say they have was based largely on lies.
Now let's look at what Julius Malema said to us about Dr. Ndlozi.
He says, no, I knew, but it was not my place to tell you. That is a betrayal. That's not loyalty. I do not trust them, and I will never trust them. Because trust is earned when you show loyalty at a point when it is needed.
So the owner of the EFF, Julius Malema, expected Ndlozi, who came as an employee to the EFF formation, to come between two bastions, two founders of the EFF, two owners of the EFF, to come before them and bimber one to the other. That's what he expected. And now Dr. Ndlozi is taking the bullets for something that Floyd Shibambu has done by leaving the EFF. All the blame is being shifted to Dr. Ndlozi, who says, it was not my place to tell you. This is your best friend. He had a responsibility to tell you, not me.
All I'm saying is that he has expressed himself about this matter. To me, he has expressed himself internally in the organization, and he's writing his own history. Everybody writes his own history.
Why is he lying? Why is it so normal for him to lie? Is it because he will always get his way because he is the owner of this gigantic organization?
You saying Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has resigned from parliament. I got that when I was outside the country on holiday with my wife.
Julius here knows very well he has suspended Dr. Ndlozi, but he's lying. But he is lying to the people, to the mass. He has no respect whatsoever for the voters.
I hear people are talking about Dr. Ndlozi. Dr. Ndlozi is a member of the EFF. He's a leader of the EFF.
Julius Malema lies to the ground forces. He tells them Dr. Ndlozi is a member. Dr. Ndlozi, everything is fine. He knows very well that he has suspended him. He knows very well he does not want him. But he's coming with a straight face. He's lying to the voters of the EFF.
Ndlozi ke member ya EFF o renewile membership wa is in the membership system of the EFF.
Julius Malema is a liar. He will say anything to save himself and his organization. I'm asking myself, Dr. Ndlozi, is he that humble? Is he that controllable to sit and stomach such toxicity happening? He's been a scapegoat. He's been a punching bag. He's been all that in this relationship. he chose to keep quiet.
Has anyone come to you, other than you going to them, to say, where's the conclusion and the finality on this matter?
I have made attempts, and so no. The answer is no. I've not gotten any advances that there is any progress in that regard. I don't think there will be because it's lies. It's lies.
Truth is, the owner was emotional. He suspended or fired, or with those emotions. We know Juju. He's an emotional, robust leader. So the owner was emotional. The owner of the EFF, he decided to fabricate this smear campaign about the voice notes, about the meetings that I had in secret against Dr. Ndlozi.
Have you somehow reached out to him, you as a person, or has he reached out to you, perhaps to try and look into all these matters?
Look, the obvious answer is no. The suspension was put in a very formal way. And since that suspension, any other interaction that may have been there has mostly been me trying to...
Dr. Ndlozi umcengile lo mfo. Dr. Ndlozi has licked the bums of this man. Dr. Ndlozi has served this man to the end. He remains the greatest of all time.
Okay.
So, how many attempts did you have when people saw that you are in some sort of a limbo in terms of joining them? So
I was not in a limbo, Mzwandile.
Yeah.
I was suspended.
okay, yes.
And such a suspension was posited as being extraordinary, and therefore it did not use the legal instruments available in the organizational constitution.
So, in plain terms, in simple Xhosa, Dr. Ndlozi is saying, I got dismissed. Ndagxothwa, I got suspended. There was no legislative, there was no constitutional. Uvele nje umntu wathi hamba phuma kukwam apha boom, without any structural, organizational, constitutional. We are hurting on the ground. The voters of the EFF are hurting, but the EFF is a party of the masses. People are still going to follow like Umhlambi. And maybe EFF is the only hope for the black people. However, it is losing some clever blacks, people who can see what is going on. Dictatorship, I said, dictatorship is not such a bad thing. However, it is hateful to the growth of this organization.